will go as follows. Trevor Perkins in left, center fielders Bennett Bradford, and in right, Brady Bate. 3-1 pitch from Buffo in there. No. Looked good from here. But a walk. The Dons, of course, in their last home game, falling to the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles in 11 innings. Last time they were on this diamond, Dons followed it up with a victory against the Golden Eagles. As Buffo, with a runner aboard at first base, and 1-0 count to Colton Moore. The weather is going to prove itself to not be overly friendly today, especially to hitters. We've got a wind blowing almost straight out of center field. A bunt laid down by Moore. Jarvis has trouble fielding it, and that will count as an infield single for Colton Moore. No out. Boss to thank J-Mart Printing for bringing this live broadcast to us. If you are watching currently here on May 6th, Lane Henderson business cards, magnets, you name it, they can print it at J-Mart, 280 North Main. Bunt foul. So, Provo playing the safety game. Trying to advance runners into so far. Now, tried to do the same. Going to try again. Lays down another. Have an opportunity at hitting one deep. It's going to have to be down the right field side of the diamond. Buffo leads it off the strike. Maple Mountain, as far as control is concerned, well under control today. Pitch down low, count 1-1. We also want to thank the car guys for sponsoring today's instant replay. Great deal on a nearly new car. 798-0077 is a number you can reach him, or you'll find him at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You've got an excellent Jeep. Taco Time sponsors the player of the game today. Try their new Mondo burritos. There's a chopper back to. Error allows Ortolano on. They had a great runners with that little chopper, even with a play at first, but now the base. The number 5 hitter coming to the dish for the Bulldogs. As mentioned, you can find him behind Deseret Book in Spanish Fork, just off Highway 6. Who's hitting today, playing first base. A miss, strike 2. So a quick 0. Potentially get him to chase. Just go right after him. Still out of the stretch. Buffo. Curveball got him. Oh, that'll bring up Jack Rainier, the designated hitter. Also a left-hander, so the 4 and 6 hitters in the lineup for Provo are lefties. Pitch on the way from Maverick. Ground ball. Nice play at first by Nelson. Strand 3. Half inning in the book. Look at the Provo Bulldogs defensively. Out in the outfield. In right, Mitch Van Quill. The center fielder is Wesley Boss. In the infield, Danny Jenkins at third, Colton Moore at shortstop. Hayden Phillips at second, Ty Atkinson at first. Miguel Pena, the catcher, he is out of the hitting lineup today. And the pitcher is Dakota Reese. For Spanish Fork and their batting lineup. Leading it off will be Bennett Bradford. Hayes Hall will hit. Fourth. Trevor Perkins. Thorpe seventh. McKinnon Jarvis, the catcher, will hit eighth. Yes, that's correct. And Nick Roberts will hit ninth. Maverick Buffo not in the hitting lineup as the Dons pitcher. So, the scenario, as I was mentioning it before, the Dons have a half-game lead over the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles and the Salem Hill. From Provo, that is a guaranteed number 1 out of Region 8. If they split with Provo, it is guaranteed that they will be tied with at least someone atop the region. And that could even be Provo because they only have 4 losses as well. That is if the Dons for the region title. So these are big games for Spanish Fork. The last 2 of the region season, today and Thursday. Next one to take place at Provo. Bennett Bradford, the hitter, leads it off, watching strike 1 go by. So Reese gets a good start on the mound for the Bulldogs. Pitch number 2, curveball. Bradford ahead of it. A little bouncer to third, easy play. 1 down. Hayes Hall, the hitter. Dons in their black uniforms today.
Now batting for the Dons, the shortstop, number 2, Hayes Hall.
He'll dig in. First pitch on the way. Curveball. Hayes. That will fall for a base. Otherwise, Hayes would have had extras on that one. But I'll tell you what, this wind is just whipping out of center field, and it just knocked that ball down. You can.
Now batting for the Dons, right field,
I mean,
number 10, Brady Bates.
At a degree that's kind of strange to coming up, Brady Bate, one of the strongest. The right fielder, he's playing way in. So a solid shot down the right field line could result in something major for Spanish Fork. Left fielder playing a little deeper. But they are relying on Dakota Reese's arm. That he's not an overpowering pitcher. He doesn't have a crazy fastball, and as you see, turning on it and getting a single is Brady Bates. Solid shot under the glove of Jenkins at third.
Now batting for the Dons, first baseman, number
That'll bring up Brock Nelson.
Nelson.
Hitting cleanup for Spanish Fork today. Pitch on the way. Brock leaves it be. Ball 1. On deck for Spanish Fork will be Trevor Perkins. Spanish Fork, as mentioned before, playing the last region game under Coach Shu. With a victory, the Dons are all but guaranteed another home game, so Shu probably not coaching his last game here at Nelson Field, named after he and Coach White's. Shot out in right field. Will it fall? Yes, it will. Hayes Hall is up in a double for Brock Nelson. So the to send his dad off in region play in a good note. Doubles, RBI, and that will bring up Trevor Perkins with 2 in scoring position. Only 1 away. Don's getting Perkins, a 5-hitter in the Dons lineup, and on the curveball, way ahead of it, catches the end of the bat, fouls it away. Jackets are coming out for a lot of the this one goes on. More warm clothing might be needed. We're supposed to be getting some nasty weather on its way here in the next several hours. So hopefully we can make it through this without any increasing. Is Jenkins. They will wave home bait, and he will for so that'll bring up Jade Nielsen with 2 down. Nelson.
Number 5, Jade Nielsen.
Nielsen, the designated hitter. Usually can find him behind the plate. They've put McKinnon Jarvis back there. Pitch on the way, and Jade wears it. Doesn't even move, didn't need to. These balls are not coming at a high rate of speed, so that's one you just rub off your shoulder and march on.
Now batting for the Dons.
So the hitter,
Cooper
Thorpe. Dons with 2 aboard. Lead here in the first inning. That one missed. Ball 2. So patience showing with the bottom of the lineup. The Dons actually took a lot of first aggressiveness from in the box, and it's paid off big. Thorpe skies one out to left center, giving chase. A bunch of outfielders diving for it and making the play is Jenkins. Field result in the 3rd out. And that will end the first inning. Through 2-0. Dons with the lead.
Fill up your gas yourself at the dugout, the office, or the ball. Thing you need. Build for now or later, or choose in fresh home plate or close by the dugout, located next to the ballparks in Spanish Fork.
Serving the community with personal service since 1964. Longtime customer, Lane Henderson.
Home and everything, provided excellent coverage throughout the years. Personally takes that personal touch.
Let Clark Swenson and his entire 290 North Main in Spanish Fork, or call
the Bulldogs. Van Quill, Reese, Phillips.
Due up for the Provo Bulldogs in the second inning. Mitch. They are the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Bulldogs. So Maverick Buffo back at it after Provo had the bases jammed, only one out, came out with nothing to show. And Maverick Buffo back to work, and a foul ball off the helmet. It looked like either Jarvis, I think the umpire, caught that one. And a quick 0-2 count. So ahead early is Maverick Buffo. Here's the 0-2. Will they go after him? He does, and strike. That's strikeout number 2 for Maverick. And the second of the 2. Strike. That's 4 in a row for Maverick. Not wasting time. Don's pitchers always trained to work fast, and a ground ball to Thorpe. Quick play to first base for the out. On top of this, as quick as this one's gone so far, Maverick Buffo has not had to throw a lot of pitches for those 2 outs. Five pitches, 2 away. He'll take that any day of the week. So Hayden Phillips, a hitter. Phillips up for the Bulldogs. And looking to get a little spark here for Provo in the second inning. You know they were a little frustrated with not being able to plate any of those runners in the first inning, which may turn out to be a huge advantage for Buffo and deflating some of the Bulldogs' confidence. 1-1 the count to Phillips. Grounder right. Last hitter in the lineup, singles for the Bulldogs. Inning not over, and that will bring up Danny Jenkins, who walked in the first at bat of the ball game for Provo.
Now coming to plate, third baseman number 15, Danny Jenkins.
So, with Phillips aboard, Jenkins a hitter. And the runner check. Probably won't speed up runners, etc. The catcher is Miguel Pena for Provo, not in the hitting lineup, so they won't need a. Typically, those number 9 hitters, they can move. Typically, a lot of speed coming out of that 9 slot. So we'll see if is on the base paths as Provo wants. Good time to steal with 2 down. And to play to end the first inning for the Bulldogs. Defense first. 1-1. Curveball up and away. Will go 2-1. With as much bit of dust. Can play a little havoc. There's a pop up. First base side. Nelson. So Hayden Nelson making the play on the pop up after a single half in.
Dogs had no runs on 1 hit. No Spanish score.
At Jmart, we give away a piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to facebook.com/Jmart Print and Copy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge and frame, come to Jmart and leave a lasting legacy.
Where have all the cowboys gone? Right into Spanish Fork. That's right, it's the Wednesday Western on Spanish Fork 17. 12:30 lunch when you're bedding down. Check the listings on the SFCN website. Wednesday Western. Douglas, Alan Ladd, Gregory Peck, and a band of outlaw renegades. Only on Spanish Fork 17.
Leading off, the catcher number 7, McKinnon.
Due up for the Jarvis, Nick Roberts, and Bennett Bradford. 8, 9, and 1. Jarvis making his first plate appearance and watching the first pitch go by for strike 1. Behind him. A shot up the middle. A single to lead off the inning. Tough as the wind has been so far, the Dons are having no problem getting hit.
On third baseman number 12, Nick Roberts. Number 15, Jason Money.
And go in to speed up run for McKinnon Jarvis. The come to down, can't keep it in fair ground. It was a perfect spot to put one down. Base line, a tough play would have to be made by Jenkins. I was giving mistakenly so on my part in the first inning with the fly balls. It was actually plays, so I apologize. I'll get my notes straight sooner or later. Be patient. Repeatedly is Reese, as Jason Money certainly a steel threat as a speed up runner. Pitch on the way, ground ball foul. Was that time Roberts given the green light? Here with Jarvis aboard at first base. Again, Provo will host game 2 of this series over in Provo, near the Provo Park over by the hospital. If you're unfamiliar with where that is, Provo High School. So near that little water park place in that park. There's a foul ball. Roberts with Bennett Bradford waiting on deck. misses 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. A lot of attention being paid at first base to Jason. The pitch on its way to Roberts, low and away, full count. So Roberts, after being down 0-2 in the count, has brought it full and shows some discipline as a hitter. 3-2. Pitch on its way. And that one being a left alone, ball 4. So Nick Roberts, showing patience as a virtue, draws the walk, and that will bring up Bennett Bradford, who last time grounded to third.
23, Bennett Bradford.
Don's now in the second round of hitters with nobody out. And all the hitters coming up with experience against Reese. Provo with no bullpen action. A little bit of warm-up going on. Not a whole lot, just keeping an arm loose. As Bradford bunts, lays it down perfect, and he's not even going to be challenged at first. Infield single, the bases are loaded, nobody out. Singled in his first at now an opportunity to add some more. Brady Bate waiting on. Don's looking to control of this ball game with nobody out. Bases jammed full. And Maverick Buffo getting a little bit of help from the hitters in the Dons lineup here early. Pitch on the way. Hall, very patient. Watch. 2 balls, no strikes. Dons with 2 singles in the inning, 5 hit. Way, bases. I don't know if I'm stepping out on a limb here, but not going to be taking a cut at this one. Pitch. Like it missed. Clips the corner. 3-1. As a hitter, you're not being light as a hitter to force a pitcher to make a pitch. He's going to have to throw a fastball, and you know it. Hayes fouls it off for strike 2. So, you'd see that he knew it was low. He wasn't too thrilled about it, but he's had a good eye anyway here in this at bat. 3-2 is the count. Bases loaded, nobody out. Runners not forced to move except for on a grounder here. Pitch. Pop. Oh, it will. Base hit for Hayes Hall. The Dons are going to bring 2 around and score them both. As Jason Money in place of Jarvis scores, along with Nick Roberts, who was right on his heels. Roberts had a better view from second base where that ball was going to end up. Base running there. So a 2 RBI single for Hayes Hall will bring up Brady Bate, who singled and scored in his first at bat. So the Dons now with a 4-0 lead. Still a steady wind blowing out of center. That one misses outside, 1-0. Doesn't seem to be as stiff as it was earlier, so hopefully maybe we'll get some slowdown in that wind. There's a pop fly into shallow right. Nobody can decide who to get. They're saying he dive on it. I think he thought that the second So nobody advances, and one away after that pop-up. That'll bring up Brock.
Nelson.
Brock with the double. And an RBI to his credit. Don still with 2 aboard. 1 out. Pitch popped up first base line. That's going to be easily played by Atkinson at first for the out. So a pair of pop-ups to the opposite side for the Dons. Makes it 2 away. That'll bring up Trevor Perkins. Had a sac fly. In
Now batting for the Dons, left fielder number 8.
the first inning.
Perkins.
Dons with their 7th hitter of the inning at the plate. Perkins digs in, watch the curveball, another pop-up to the right side. That one might be more trouble for Atkinson, but nice job at turning and making the play. So 3 pop-ups in a row, opposite field for Spanish Fork. Leaves a couple stranded, but the Dons score 2. 2 innings in the books, the Dons 4, the Bulldogs nothing.
After 2 complete innings, the score, Provo 0.
Well, it's fine. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, do taco time. You can dine right in or take away. You're pleasantly surprised. Food time, we're open every day.
Derby Lane in Spanish Fork.
Coming up this weekend, it's all evening. We've got so many games they won't fit in their standard time slots.
They're breaking out!
You can't stop them. The games are coming to your TV this Saturday. All afternoon. All evening. All sports.
The Bull up this inning. Colton Moore, Wesley Bosco, Marcelo Ortolano. 2, 3, and 4.
Shortstop number 2, Colton Moore.
Moore singled his first time up. He's a number 2 hitter, as I mentioned. He bringing some heat. A few lefties scattered in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Popped up, fouled out of play right over the top of us in the count 0-2.
All foul balls to the dugouts, please.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Did they call it foul? They caught a piece of it, and it's a good thing Jarvis didn't glove it. 2 strikeouts for Buffo today. He's trying to record number 3 here. That one just missing. The count at 1. One-two pitch. Poker at Cooper Thorpe. Easy play for the out. So one away for Wesley Bosco.
Now coming to the plate, center fielder number
Rounded out
Wesley Bosco.
in his first at-bat on a bunt attempt. Because now he'll be able to make some cuts. Pitch up and in. Ball 1. Salem Hills and Maple Mountain Series. Yesterday began with Salem getting a 1-run victory over the Golden Eagles and creating quite a mess, as currently there are 3 teams tied for second in the region. One pitch. Curveball. No. 2-1. Pitch. Little grounder. Third base side. Fielded cleanly. And the throw. Ugly throw. And the runner safe at first after Roberts got a little lazy with it. And the runner aboard on the error. It's a second error committed by Spanish Fork.
Now coming to the plate, left fielder number 34.
That'll bring up Marcelo Ortolano, who reached on an error in his first at bat. Error committed by Buffo. So, runner aboard and Wesley Bosco. Pitch staved off as Buffo checks the runner. Strike the call. And some upset fans out here. I don't know if it was just off of one pitch, but there's some people not overly thrilled about something. Coach for Provo giving the umpire a piece of his mind, and it's just one pitch. It's not really worth getting tossed over, but hey, he is right in the umpire's face. I'm surprised the umpires held off this long. I don't know what the hubbub is over, really. Anyway. Just hang out and wait. We have got some hooting and hollering going on at the Diamond here. Provo fans upset. Spanish Fork. Why? There's another strike by Buffo. 0-2 the count to Ortolano, as the Dons facing with the runner aboard the cleanup hitter. The 0-2 in the dirt. Buffo Hopefully not allowing any of this to get into his head at all, this hubbub that goes on. 1-2. Curveball. Grounder. Back up the middle. Thorpe. He'll tag the runner for the out. And does he make the play? He does at first. A double play by Cooper Thorpe. What a play. And the Dons leave Provo without a runner aboard as we head to the bottom of 3. 4-0 Spanish.
No runs on no hits. One Spanish.
This Friday, you may want to beware. It's Freaky Friday.
SFCN unleashes a freaky each and every Friday night at 9:30. Yes, this used to be the time slot for city meetings, but trust us, this is even scarier. Freaky Friday, only on Spanish Fork 17.
Fill up your self at the dugout. On the way to the job site, the office, or the ballpark, pop in for everything you need. Hot drinks, cold drinks, any size you want of all your favorite flavors. Build your own fresh salad to go, for now or later, or choose from our home-styled sandwiches and fresh baked goods. Whether you're close to home plate or close to your home, swing by the dugout, located next to the ballparks in Spanish Fork.
Leading off for the Dons in the bottom of the 3rd inning, the designated hitter number 5, Jade Nilsson.
Jade Nielsen, the hitter for Spanish Fort, to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. As he steps in, technical issues here, so if I seem a little preoccupied from time to time, I apologize. Nevertheless, Jade Nielsen, Cooper Thorpe, and McKinnon Jarvis are the due-up hitters here in the 3rd inning as the Dons with a 4-0 lead, and Jade Nielsen, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, digs in for the Dons. The Dons have scored 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings, and Jade drawing a walk on 4 pitches. As Provo with some bullpen action. The region standings I mentioned earlier, we got 3 teams with 4 losses. Maple Mountain and Salem Hills. There's a pitch outside and the runner goes. Nielsen there. And that will send Provo fans into a frenzy. But Provo fans are a little upset over it. Oh, bunt. Runner, safe. Oh, they called him out. He must have caught the back end of that bag with his right foot, but nonetheless, Cooper Thorpe's bunt unsuccessful. But it did advance a runner. So now Jarvis, a hitter, he singled his first time up. As he digs in, a runner at third base, pitch on the way, inside, and the count 1-1. Don, the Bulldogs fans that have made the trip. Runner out to right. It's a bender. They may send Nielsen. We'll see what happens. He's going to take off. Why not, they say. He held on to it, and he's out. What a play from right field as Van Quill throws Jade Nielsen out at home. Great play. Give him credit. Give the kids credit when they didn't earn it, and that just happened. So, the Dons strand 0 in the third. Through 3, 4-0 Spanish.
After 3 complete innings, the score, Provo 0.
Fill up your gas yourself. The job site, the office, or the ballpark, pop in for everything you need. Hot drinks, cold drinks, any size you want of all your favorite flavors. Build your own fresh salad to go, for now or later, or choose from our home-styled sandwiches and fresh baked goods. Whether you're close to home plate or close to your home, swing by the dugout, located next to the ballparks in Spanish Fork.
Security Insurance Agency, serving the community with personal service since 1964. Longtime customer, Lane Henderson.
He's covered my business to my home and everything, provided excellent coverage throughout the years. Personally takes care of my needs, so I really appreciate that personal touch.
Let Clark Swenson and his entire staff take care of you. Security Insurance Agency, 290 North Main, 3500.
Due up for Provo in the 4th inning. Tyat, Van Quill, 5, 6, and 7 for the Bulldogs.
In the top of the 4th inning.
Atkinson struck out his first time up looking. As Buffo, when he came up, recorded his first strikeout. He only has 2 so far. But after that first inning, he's buckled down and made it really tough on the Provo hitters. Lots of opposite field jabs by Provo. 2 singles allowed by Buffo in this one. Bate playing a little deep out and right, a little deeper, as Atkinson watches a strike, 2-1 the count. Jake Grenier waiting on deck. The 2. Last inning, 3 up, 3 down inning after awesome play by Cooper Thorpe on a double play. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 down. Second time Atkinson's gone down. 3rd strikeout by Buffo, and Jack Rainier, the hitter. Grounded. Pitch on the way, misses outside. 1-0. Offering for Maverick. Off the corner, swung at and missed. 1-1. Pitch popped up out down the left field line. The wind should push it foul if it's not caught, and it drops foul. The count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Here in the top of inning number 4, the game's moved along fairly quickly as the Dons pitching. Now they don't waste any time on the mound. The count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And a grounder. First base side off the glove of Nelson, and that's going to be an error. And Rainier on at first.
Now batting, right fielder number 18, Mitch Van Quill.
Mitch Van Quill, the hitter. Van Quill struck out in his second inning. Don's looking for another near the middle ground ball. See if he can turn two here. The first pitch just misses inside and the count 1-0. We want to our sponsors, our instant replay sponsors, the Car Guys, 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. 798-0077 is the number we can reach them. Randy Brailsford and Calvin Youd ready to make hard enough for a double play. I didn't think, but I think I'm wrong. I think it was just kind of trickling, but a quick move by Cooper Thorpe over to Hayes Hall. 4-6-3. Or the Dons up 4-0.
Had no runs on one hit. No Spanish Fork errors and no runners left on base.
Elegantly framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to facebook.com/jmartprint and copy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge in frame, come to J-Mart and leave a lasting legacy.
Where have all the cowboys gone? Why, every Wednesday they up and ride into Spanish Fork. That's right, it's the Wednesday Western on Spanish Fork 17, 12:30 lunchtime, and repeated at 9:30 when you're bedding down. Check the listings on the SFCN website. Wednesday Westerns featuring John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Alan Ladd, Gregory Peck, and a band of outlaw renegades. Only on Spanish Fork 17.
Provo Bulldogs have made a pitching change. Mitch Van Quill has... I didn't pay much attention to see who took over left field. I might assume that Reese is out there, but I can't get a number from where I sit. So we will just say that for now. But Nick Roberts, a hitter. Watch a strike one. In his first at bat, Roberts walked. He scored a run also. That happened in the second inning. So here in the fourth, the Dons looking to get some aboard early as a grounder to second. Play made by the second baseman. Roberts hustling, but the play made. So Roberts grounds out, one down, and that will bring up. Singled his last time up. Hayes Hall waiting on deck for Spanish. So far, the top three hitters in the Dons lineup, 4 for 6 in their at bat. Reliable from the top three hitters in the Dons' arsenal. As Bradford pitch in the dirt. Ball one. As far as region standings go, as I mentioned before, 3 teams of 4 losses. Wasatch and Springville needing help to get in. If the Dons are able to sweep, that would give maybe Wasatch or Springville an opportunity to get in the state. Actually, I think Wasatch they're done. Their region play season is over with. There's a shot out into right center for Bradford, base hit. So Bennett with his second single of the game. So yeah, Wasatch, their region season's done, so they are not going to lose. They're stuck at 6-6. Springville playing Timpview this week, so it's almost a guarantee that they will end up with a 6-6 region record. And if the Dons are able to sweep Provo, Springville and Wasatch have it. When was the last time you've heard of the Springville Red Devil fans cheering for the Spanish Fork Dons? Because that's what's going on this week. The Salem Hills and Maple Mountain are guaranteed in, as well as Spanish Fork. Because 2 games, actually 2 losses separating Salem Hills, Maple Mountain, Provo, and Wasatch. Provo, as I mentioned, out. So good representation, certainly going to come out of Region 8 from the south end of the valley here. In particular, Spanish Fork. 1-1. Maple Mountain, the winner of that next game between Maple Mountain and Salem Hills, could end up being region champs, depending on how the outcome not only of this game is concerned, but the game at Provo on Thursday. So a lot of mathematics going on here. Runner goes, ground ball, third base. Hall out. Bradford advances to second. So just like a bunt, the ground out by Hayes Hall. And that will bring up Brady Bate. 1 for Bate with a single and a run scored. He also flown out to right. That wind continues to blow fairly steadily. First pitch on the way. That's a shot out into left. It Ortolano for the out. So the Dons strand 1. 4 innings complete. The Dons with a 4-0 lead.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look for this sign and bring the family down to Taco Time. You can dine right in or take away. Be pleasantly surprised at the price you pay. The finest food, our own special way.
Taco Time at 6.
Coming up this weekend, it's our all evening. We've got so many games they won't fit in their standard time slots.
They're breaking out!
You can't stop them. The games are coming to your TV this Saturday. evening. All Sports Saturday.
Due up for the Bulldogs in the top of the fifth inning. Reese, Phillips, Jenkins.
Dakota Reese will lead it off for the Provo Bulldogs here in the fifth inning. Hayden Phillips, Danny Jenkins also due up. They are 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup. Pitch on the way to Reese. Is in there for a strike. Reese, first time up, and his only time up, grounded out to second. As Cooper Thorpe has been a busy man over at second base for Spanish Fork. 2 double plays started with hits to his side. Pitch up and away. Wasn't aware of this, but back-to-back games for Salem Hills and Maple Mountain. So they're playing today in a big one that could have implications. See how that one turns out. Hopefully, maybe we can get a score here shortly. Fly ball, shallow right. Play made by Bate for the out. So 1 away. That'll bring up Hayden Phillips, who singled back in the second inning. After that first inning, Maverick Buffo, where he gave up, had 3 runners aboard, didn't give up any runs, had 3 aboard. He has been pretty strong on the mound as far as allowing base runners is concerned. He has allowed them in every inning. But the Dons have happened. So luckily, they were all in separate innings, and so the Dons have not giving up runs off of those. Last hit allowed by Buffo was in the second inning by this same hitter, Phillips. 3-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Hayden, base hit. Phillips, 2 singles in this one as a 9-hitter coming through for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up Danny Jenkins. He's walked and popped up to first.
Now coming to the plate, third baseman number 15, Danny Jenkins.
As Phillips getting a lead at first base. That one popped up right at Cooper Thorpe, and the wind is just howling. Thorpe had thought he had settled under it at second base. He had to take off running. Maybe Buffo should have just put his glove up and he would have had it. So there's 2 down. That should show you how hard this wind is blowing, especially up high. And it's just kind of a gusty wind. You get periods of mild wind, and then you get periods of just heavy wind gusts. There's a shot out to center field, and that one's going to twist. Making the play on it, though, and not giving up an inch. Bennett Bradford to make the play. So the Dons strand another one. 4 will be coming to the plate with a 4-0 lead in the 5th.
If you don't know what's coming, it's Freaky Friday.
SFCN unleashes a freaky feature every Friday night at 9. Yes, this used to be the time slot for City But trust us, this is even scarier. Freaky Friday, only on Spanish Fork 17.
Fill up your gas at the dugout. On the way to the job site, the office, or the ballpark, pop in for everything you need. Hot drinks, cold drinks, any size you want of all your favorite flavors. Build your own fresh salad to go, for now or later, or choose from our home-styled sandwiches and fresh baked goods. Whether you're close to home plate or close to your home, swing by the dugout, located next to the ballparks in Spanish Fork.
Winds continue to howl at Nelson Field as Coach Shue, the head coach of the Dons, Jeff White's Nelson, his first assistant head coach for Spanish Fork, coaching their last region game for Spanish Fork here at the field named after them. We appreciate the program they've built here at Spanish Fork, not only at the level of high school, but the efforts they've put in with the community beyond that in helping kids gain a love for the game from early ages. So, many camps at the park, and they will be missed for sure. Brock Nelson to lead it off for the Dons. Trevor Perkins, Jade Nielsen also due up. As Brock takes ball one, he doubled his first time up, and his second time up popped out to first. The wind howling, pitch inside. 2-0. And we can discuss for as long as necessary the issues that the wind has for a hitter, for a fielder, on, but it also does affect a pitcher. We'll see how Van Quill reacts as he walks Brock on 4 pitches. So you never know. I mean, the wind actually does affect a pitch, and it affects a fastball even, and a curveball. I mean, the wind has all sorts of little. That's why the game's played outside, because you have those elements that you fight through. So, Trevor Perkins, the hitter for Spanish Fork. Perkins 0 for 3, actually 0 for 1. 0 for 3, I would have been 0 for 2 if I'd have counted the one sac fly out he had, but he does have an RBI in the first inning on a sac fly. Also popped one up to first. As the Dons leadoff runner aboard, Harrison takes a hop pitch thrown for a strike to Perkins. So after a 4-pitch walk, starting Perkins off of the strike is Van Quill. Pitch on the way, curveball, roped down the right field line, fouled off into the out of play zone over there. There is a zone along that is marked out of play with a white line. Some of the fans sitting out there, they don't have any obstructive view along that first base side. They've done so for years. A lot of the regulars that come down here have claimed that their spot for quite some time. They stick to it. That first base line's theirs. Dons with a little bit of bullpen action. Tuesday, state tournament play begins at home sites. I don't know if that means that champion in 3A hosted the 4-team playoff from their bracket. And it's kind of a strange thing when the Dons ended up playing over at Volunteer Park. That's a double play. Perkins grounding into the double. Two down. That will bring up Jade Nielsen. Been hit by a pitch and walked. 0 for 0 in this one. Never been able to plate. He was caught in the third inning, attempting to make it home on a sac fly attempt. First pitch finds itself in the dirt. One 0. We want to thank J-Mart Printing for bringing you this live broadcast. If you're watching it here on the 6th, it's Jade Nielsen singles. As J-Mart and Lane Henderson, they'll take anything you want, and they can print it in just about any format. Things such as wedding invitations, posters, business cards, magnets. Get a hold of Lane Henderson at J-Mart, 280 North Main in Spanish Fork. So a runner aboard for Cooper Thorpe. 2 down. That one misses, 1-0 the count. But as I was mentioning in 3A, when the Dons had to host that 4-team tournament early in the, just to cover their section of the bracket because they were region champs. I'm not sure if they do that at 4A or they just keep everything at home. In the U Activities Association manual, it says that these games will be held at home sites, but I'm not exactly sure how that'll work. If the Dons win Region 8, they won't have to worry about going anywhere for those first two. Grounder, right side, backhanded. Thorpe to the bag. And the Dons strand one after a single by Jade Nielsen. And after 5.
The Dons had no runs on 1 hit, no Provo errors, and 1 runner left on base.
Since 1964. Longtime customer, Lane Henderson.
He's covered my business, my home, and everything, provided excellent coverage throughout the years. Personally takes care of my needs, so I really appreciate that personal touch.
Let Clark Swenson and his entire staff take care of you. Security Insurance Agency, 290 North Main in Spanish Fork, or call 798-3500.
Framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to facebook.com/jmartprint and copy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge and frame, come to J-Mart and leave a lasting legacy.
Due up for Provo in the 6th, Wesley Bosco, Marcelo Ortolano, and Ty Atkinson. The meat of the lineup for Provo, 3, 4, and 5. As the Bulldogs looking to get anything going against Maverick Buffo. He, after having something of a rough inning in the first inning. He's just been lights out. He has not walked anyone since the first inning, only walked one hitter in that first inning. As that one right back at him, and a great play by Buffo, lobbed to first for the out. So one away. Ortolano, the hitter.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, left fielder number 34, Marcelo Ortolano.
Strike the call from Buffo. Been right on his marks for the most part early in count. Comes up and he's putting the hitters on edge and forcing them to take swings like that. As is another ground out. Not a ton of strikeouts recorded by Buffo in this game, just 3 of them. Doesn't take away from the fact that he's hitting his marks, throwing pitches that are forcing the Bulldogs to hit a lot of ground balls. I'll run through the score sheet here. There was that 5th inning where every out was a fly out, but other than that, there's only been a couple. There's a strike. So the infielder's been doing an awesome job today as well for Spanish Fork, although there were 3 errors. One of them committed by the pitcher, Buffo, but other than that, the other 2 credited to first and third for the Dons. He has been a 2-time strikeout victim in this one. Both the plate appearances have resulted in strikeouts for Ty Atkinson. Leave the count as 2-1. Umpire giving Buffo the go-ahead. Pitch one out of play. 2-2. Hitter on deck is Jack Rainier. As Provo running out of innings here, 6th inning. Down to their last 4 outs. Strikeout. Atkinson just having an awful day against Buffo, and or you can look at it vice versa. Buffo having an awesome day against Atkinson. 3 strikeouts. And that will end the top of the 6th. Spanish Fork 4. Provo nothing here on Spanish Fork 17.
Well, the Cowboys gone. Why, every Wednesday they up and ride into Spanish Fork. That's right, it's the Wednesday Western on Spanish Fork 17. 12:30 lunchtime, and repeated it. Check the listings on the SCN website. Wednesday Westerns featuring John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Alan Ladd, Gregory Peck, and a band of outlaw renegades. Only on Spanish Fork 17.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look for this sign and bring the family down to Taco Time. You can dine right.
Taco Time at 6.
Coming up this weekend, it's
Due up for Spanish in the 6th. Nick Roberts and Bennett Bradford. There has been another pitching change for Provo Bulldog. Danny Jenkins moves from third Corey Hernandez moves to third base as the first pitch from Jenkins misses outside. 1-0 to the hitter, McKenna Jarvis, 1 for 2, singled, scored a run, and has grounded into a double play as well. The Dons started this game off really hot, 6 hits in the first 2 innings, and then only 2 hits in the last 3. So 8 hits in a decent sum. Dons want more, and this really might be their last inning to do so as Jarvis waves one off there. 2-2 the count. Waiting on deck for Spanish Fort, number 22, Ryan Golish. He'll take Robert's spot in the lineup. Pitch on the way. Fouled away. This could and should be the Dons' last at bat, supposing the defense holds up in the top of the 7th. So the Dons might. Another foul ball by Jarvis, and the count is full at 3-2. Umpire showing 2-2. 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. McKinnon protect. So a full count with no out. Payoff, ground ball, foul. It's a final home region game for Jim Nelson, Coach Shue, and also Jeff Nelson, Coach White. And it's Don's team looking to send him into the state tournament on a positive note. Dons with a win are guaranteed at least a share of the region title. But that, not only would a win today be awesome, but even more so a big win on Thursday to just give us that guarantee. As McKinnon Jarvis walks, Ryan Golish a hitter.
Correction. Now batting number 22, Ryan Golish.
So Golish's first plate appearance today, with Bennett Bradford waiting on deck. Top of the Dons lineup has been pretty solid. Middle part is where there's been some struggles.
Changes to the Bulldogs. On third base, number 22, Corey Hernandez. In right field, number 3, J.C. Morales.
Is now in right field, so that is a correction. After the Provo Bulldogs have run through quite a few pitchers here in this one. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Solid. As mentioned earlier, the outfielders playing fairly shallow in this one, and they haven't really moved a whole lot as this game has progressed. We kind of hoped maybe the wind would slow down, hoping that the showers would stay away. That part of it has come to pass, as most of them, from what I've been able to see, has stayed to the north, and we've had sunshine for the large part of this ball game, which is nice. It does make it a little more comfortable, as opposed to if we had high or heavy clouds over the top of us to cool us off. So we've been fairly fortunate. Day guaranteed to be a rough one. Tomorrow, even worse. The runner checked and to the ground is Money, who's speed up running for McKinnon Jarvis. So Golish in the 1-2 count. Pitcher hits him. 2 aboard. So Golish, he's aboard. Probably wanted to take a few more cracks at it, but he'll take it. Runners at first. Bradford, the leadoff hitter in the Dons lineup. This is his 4th at bat, 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles. On deck is Hayes Hall. Lays down a bunt. Ooh, and it just up on it. Would have been difficult for any of the fielders to get to, but rolls foul, and Bradford will have to give it another crack again. See if he does it again here. As the Don's still looking at every run as valuable. You need them all. You never know what's going to happen the top of next inning, and if there's any reason to remind you what happened in the Spanish Fort Maple Mountain game last week, where the Dons had a 3-run lead going into the 7th inning. Actually, it was a 2-run lead going into the 7th inning, but ended up going 11, and Maple Mountain pulled off the victory, which has put them into prime contention. They and the Dons, after Spanish Fork, were tied for the lead in the region. And Golish is checked at first after the pitch outside. So Provo doing all they can to keep runners in position. Trying to, through Deseret News, hopefully getting an update on other scores in the region, as they do matter. Aside from this one, there's a shot into center field by Bradford, giving chase and making the play. Bosco in center. What a play out there. So the line drive to center results in an out. 1 down, Hayes Hall the hitter. No score updates. And Maple Mountain at Salem Hills. And that'll bring up Hall, who's singled twice, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a ground out. Does that one fouled away? Burritos to come and try great Southwest flavors at Taco Time, located behind Deseret Book in Spanish Fork off Highway 6, right near where they're building a new Walmart. 0-1. Hall is wounded by another hit batter. That's 2 in the inning. Bases loaded with 1 down. As I mentioned, Provo run through 3 pitchers in this one, and it wasn't so much that any of them were doing bad, especially Mitch Van Quill that came in and did a pretty good job at shutting Spanish Fort down, but they pulled him at the top of this inning. And now Jenkins struggling on the mound for the Bulldogs. The hitter Brady Bate, 1 for 3. A run scored and a single. Pitch outside, 1-0. I see a little bullpen action for Provo. Scattering pitchers like this will save arms for Provo for game 2. That one will be essentially a do-or-die game for Provo. We'll have to look at their head-to-head matchups with Wasatch, because if Wasatch beat Provo twice, that could result in Wasatch being guaranteed. So, they're not a region's title, but a spot in the state tournament. But they did split. So Wasatch does need some help, and a walk will bring home a run. Base is still loaded. Jason runs in place of McKinnon Jarvis. That is 2 walks and 2 hit batsmen here in the 6th inning as the Dons now the 5-0 lead. Brock Nelson, the hitter. Talk about the end of the careers for Coach Shue and Coach White's. Several seniors celebrating their final home region game. Hopefully not their last home game here as state tournament begins next week. The Dons with 2 wins again will carry the region trophy home. Pitch fouled away. 0-1 the count to Brock, who has today doubled scored runs. It's the only extra base hit of the game, but he brought in a run and he's walked. Fouled away, so the count quickly 0-2. So Jenkins, after the team visit to the mound, has seemingly have found his own. Now he's throwing out of the windup. Dons have bases loaded, but Golish not much of a threat to steal for Spanish Fork. At least try to make to cross early. 1-2 the count. On the count 2-2. As Little League contests going on adjacent fields to Nelson Field. It's a reminder of what's to come as far as summer is concerned. And out of the inning. Brock goes down swinging. 2 away. That'll bring up Trevor Perkins, who's 0 for 3 today. Scooting through the score sheet. That was the Dons' only strikeout today. Ground ball. Great play at short by Moore to make the play for the out. So although the Dons had them all juiced up with 1 away, only 1 run crosses in the inning. 6 complete. The Dons 5. The Bulldogs.
Coming up this weekend, it's All evening. Standard time slots.
They're breaking out!
You can't stop them. The games are coming to your TV this Saturday. All evening.
All Sports Saturday! If you don't know what's coming this Friday night at 9:30 p.m., you may want to beware. It's Freaky Friday.
SFCN unleashes a freaky feature every Friday night at 9. This used to be the time slot for city meetings. But trust us, it's even scarier. Freaky Friday, only on Spanish Fork 17.
Leading off the Bulldogs.
Due up for the Bulldogs in the 7th inning. Jack Ryanier, Mitch Van Quill, Dakota Reese. Good spot. Maverick Buffo is in. As these hitters have struggled, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters combined, they're 0 for 3, 0 for 6. As a grounder, Hayden Fields for the out. Down to the final 2 outs. Provo needs to make up 5 runs. 1 down as Mitch Van Quill coming to the plate. He struck out and grounded into a double play. So it'll be nice, hopefully, to get out of here before 7 o'clock. As last week, the Maple Mountain Spanish Fork game that went 11 innings. A lot of pitching changes in the middle of innings, just drags a game on, and we saw a lot of it last week. Oh, what a weird hop that one took, but good job. First base, unassisted, 2 down. Dakota Reese a hitter. 0 for 2.
Number 13.
Grounded out, popped out. Two down. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Another one inside, and the count quickly 2-0. Again, we would like to thank the car guys for bringing this game to you. The instant replay, especially, you can see Randy Brailsford and Calvin Youd to get a great deal on a nearly new car. 872 North Main. In Spanish Fork, 798-0077 is the number you can reach them. And a 4-pitch walk. As Maverick Buffo allows Dakota Reese an easy one. Hayden Phillips, a hitter. He's the only hitter in the lineup for Provo who has got hit. Got 2 of them. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Ball 1. It's 5 in a row from Maverick. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. And the count 1-1. One at first base. Anything on the ground is welcome here. Pitch down the right field line at a play. Count 1-2. So now Hayden Phillips, a number 9 hitter, with the weight of the world on his shoulders for Provo, needs to somehow get aboard for the Bulldogs here. 1-2. Runner goes. And the Dons come out with a 5-0 victory over the Provo Bulldogs. The Dons 1 game away from being crowned region champs in Region 8. Maple Mountain and Salem Hills going to war right now. Springville and Wasatch cheering the Dons on with a hope to get for themselves a spot in the state tournament. Nonetheless, the Dons now with an 8-3 region record, and they sit alone with their own destiny in their hands. They will play Provo
Be sure to buckle up.
on Thursday
Drive home
in
safe.
Provo.
Thank you.
3:30 is when that game will occur if you are interested in attending. Thank you by J-Mart Printing. Lane Henderson can take anything and print it in just about any format. Wedding invitations, posters, business cards, magnets. They do it all at J-Mart, 280 North Main. We also want to thank the card guys for today's instant replay. 872 North Main in Spanish Fork, 798-0077. Right now they have an excellent selection, folks, of SUVs, Nissan, GM, Ford, Toyota, Dodge, and Jeep on the lots. And if you needed them to find something, ask them. See if they can find it for you. For a limited time, you can try their new Mondo burritos. So we invite you to come try great Southwest flavors at Taco Time behind Deseret Book in Spanish Fork off Highway 6. None other than Hayes Hall, who had an awesome game, to say the least. Two singles, 2 RBIs, runs scored. He was also hit by a pitch. And Hayes Hall is today's Taco Time player of the game. So, stay tuned here on Spanish Fork 17 for more local programming. And we encourage you to continue to support Spanish Fork 17 just by simply watching. Thank you for joining us. Again, the final score, the Dons of Spanish Fork 5. The Bulldogs of Provo, nothing. I'm Alan Huff. From everyone from Spanish Fork, with us through a windy day here at Nelson Field. I'm Alan Huff, and until next time, adios.
Fill up your gas tank at the same time you fill yourself at the dugout. On the way to the job site, the office, or the ballpark, pop in for everything you need. Hot drinks, cold drinks, any size you want of all your favorite flavors. Build your own fresh salad to go, for now or later, or choose from our home-styled sandwiches and fresh baked goods. Whether you're close to home plate or close to your home, swing by the dugout, located next to the ballparks in Spanish